Okay. We're on a record cause number 322450. The case is style of State of Texas versus Nicholas Ray Smith. Is that your full name? Mr. Smith, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Smith, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may put your hand down. How you doing, Mr. Smith? That's good. Now, Mr. Smith, you're here represented by attorney Sean Villery Samuel. Mr. Villery Samuel, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
That's good. Madam Prosecutor, I have before me a motion for forfeiture that is filed by the state. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Smith, I have before me a motion to forfeit. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature above the line that says defendant? Now, prior to signing this document, did your attorney go over this document with you? And did you read and understand everything in this document? And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay. Now, let's see, this weapon is being forfeited to the Beaumont Police Department.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'll just read it. It says, comes now, Assistant Criminal District Attorney of Jefferson County, Texas, makes this motion requesting the court to enter an order pursuant to Article 18.19 of Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, wherein this court orders the equipment to wit a Smith & Wesson handgun, and it's, I guess, serial number F, is that ZZ?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you read the numbers off? Read it off.
FZZ 4325 and High Point JHP 45, number 4335240.
Okay.
Apologize for my handwriting.
Okay. And the defendant has been notified that he or she is entitled to the weapon upon written request to the magistrate. However, the defendant is not requesting the weapon. Therefore, this weapon is being forfeited to the Beaumont Police Department in the state of Texas. Wherefore, the state of Texas here to pray that this motion be granted. Okay, and at this time, and now, is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge? All right. The court is going to grant this motion on today's date of May 24th of 2021. And attached to this motion is also, I guess, an inventory with the description of the weapon that was seized. And I think this weapon is okay, it's printing off. Now the dismissal, I just signed the dismissal, is printing off. Mr. Smith, the case has been dismissed. You can get a copy of your dismissal from your attorney. Once you get your copy of dismissal, you're free to go. You have a blessed day. And you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Villery Samuel.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you. Pleasure meeting you also. Thank you. Yes, sir. I will do. I will do. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Is Mr. Okay. We're on the record in cause number 326-556 and cause number 328-334. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Eric Lee Norman Jr. Is that your correct name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Norman?
I'm doing great. How you
That's,
doing?
I'm doing fine. Let's see, Mr. Norman, apparently you have a felony case that's set on June the 9th of 2021?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we normally do, the cases, the state usually let this case follow the felony case. And so they normally don't just dispose of the misdemeanor case if you have a felony case out there. They try to get them maybe to either dispose of them together. And so they don't, the different prosecutor is handling the felony case.
Yes, sir.
And so that felony case is set on June 9th of 2021. So we're gonna reset this misdemeanor case
Yes, sir.
on the same date of the felony case, okay?
Got a question, as far as the DA, as far as what it's offering.
What,
Those misdemeanors, because basically, the felonies, I'm actually here for things that's not mine.
okay,
And-
but let me tell you here, what normally happens with the felony,
Yes, sir.
sometimes the felony prosecutor, the DA,
Yes, sir.
usually just take care of all of these cases together.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So they usually defer in making any offers on this case to the felony prosecutor.
Yes, sir.
So what they normally do is just reset it now. I see you here, you're represented by Rife Kimmler in the felony,
Yes, sir.
but he's not representing you in the misdemeanors?
He represented me in the misdemeanor too as well, but I wasn't on his document, so I do apologize. I just took a chance as far as I've been young since going through a lot of this, and and I actually was hanging with,
Oh, let me do this here. I don't go into any of the facts of the case or anything.
details, like,
Only thing, because, okay, first of all, you have a right against self-incrimination. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Right to have an attorney. Obviously, in the misdemeanor case and the felony case, you have an attorney. Now, in your misdemeanor cases, I don't know if you hired him on your misdemeanors as well. And he just hadn't sent us what they call it, a letter of representation, informing us that he represents you. But as of now, it appears that you are representing yourself. Now, if you are hiring him to represent you, um, you can do that. Now, let me do this. Could you give me one of those judges' explanations?
he's here actually.
Okay, let me go over this with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it says judge's explanation of rights to defendants without an attorney. As a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Number one, you may hire an attorney. Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Or number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand those options?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so.
Yes.
If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to an attorney to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, at the bottom of this document, it says defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. Number one.
He has one on file.
Oh, he does? Oh. And
Yes, sir. 326556.
3, 2, yes. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. So they said you already have one on file. Was he hiring an attorney?
You gave him one without an attorney.
Okay, he wanted to hire. Okay. So what we're gonna do,
Oh, I'm sorry, you mean what reason?
yes. Yes, I think the clerk was able to look it up, said he wanted to reset the
Yes,
case.
sir, that's correct.
Okay, so your case is gonna be reset along with your felony case. You need to get with
Right.
the attorney of your choice, or if it's right, whoever it is, to get them retained on your case. All right,
Okay.
just
so-
have a seat
Yes, sir.
in the gallery. The court coordinator is gonna give you a reset. And he has a felony case. His felony case is reset on June 9th of 2021. Normally we reset on the same day. Okay,
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
Thank you so
And
much.
you're free to go, and then you have a blessed day.
Okay, you too. Have a blessing.
All right. He was in and out on us.
Sorry.
Okay, let's see. Let's do this. We're on the record in cause number 321-940, cause number 321-942. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Patrick Stewart. Okay, for the record, your full name is Patrick Stewart? How you doing, Mr. Stewart? That's good. And Mr. Stewart, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Dustin Galmore. Mr. Galmore, how are you doing?
I'm great, Judge. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Alex. Mr. Galmore, your case is set on, Mr. Stewart case rather, is set on the court's trial docket. What's your announcement?
We're ready.
Okay. All right. All right. Just have a seat. Okay. And now, Mr. Galmore, you could have a seat, Mr. Stewart. Mr. Galmore, you have another case. Oh, he's on Zoom. Carl Fisher.
He's also here, so Judge, if we could just hold that for a minute.
Oh, yes. Okay.
We're working on maybe trying to resolve that today.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we'll hold on it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's fine.
No hurry.
Mr. Gilmore, you coming back? It's gonna be October the
Okay.
18th.
What's on the October 18th?
I thought you said you wanted a trial docket date.
No,
Nope.
no. No,
I'm sorry, I missed it. I was trying to do somebody in my office too. Okay.
no, no. Okay, he's set. Okay, Charles. Ms. Charles?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right. Thanks for being patient with us, Ms. Charles.
You're welcome.
We're on the record in cause number 325361, the state of Texas versus Jennifer and Charles. Ms. Charles, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Galmore, Ms. Child's case was set today in the drug court. Is that correct?
She's set in drug court right now, Judge. That's
Oh.
where I'm headed when I'm done.
Oh,
with this
okay.
court.
So once you finish in drug court, y'all can reappear and just let us know whether or not it was reset or what was the,
I believe it will be reset, but we'll do that.
okay. And so give us that, and if it's reset, you want it set on the same date, the misdemeanor on the same date?
We would like that.
Okay, all right. So, okay. Ms. Childs, you
Yes.
excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you can go to the drug court, and then once you're finished there, you can zoom back in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Is that the other one you have?
I think it's a criminal case, I think.
Okay, so you're trying to work out that other?
Yes, Judge. I will check back in here in a few minutes.
Okay, you are.
Now, Mr. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden.
Stewart?
Yes, Mr. Stewart. We return here at a specific time tomorrow or today or?
Well, no, let's see. Tomorrow is our jury will be here for 1:30.
1:30.
1:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so right now, look, you're the number one case.
Okay.
Okay,
So he's released now and come back at 1:30?
that'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And if anything else happens, we'll let you know.
Okay. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge, I have a question. Mr. Tyreek Green, is he free to go? I haven't heard from his attorney.
Tyreek Green. What docket are you on?
On the trial docket, Your Honor.
No, he's not free to go. His attorney is not here. He was here and then he left, but we'll wait for his attorney to
Okay.
return.
So, no, wait.
Okay, Shedrick Mitchell, that's Mr. Burbank cases. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Mitchell.
He texted, Madam Clerk, Judge. He texted me, said he was here.
He is here.
His felonies are set June 9th.
Okay.
Shedrick Mitchell.
Oh, we just need to ask you another question on one.
Very weird.
We're on the record in 4 cases. First case is cause number 325264. Second case is cause number 325574. third case is cause number 325-576. And the fourth case is cause number 326-086. All four cases are styled the state of Texas versus Shedrick Aura Mitchell. Is that your name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Mitchell?
Pretty good.
Okay, Mr. Mitchell, you're here representing, okay, in your first three cases, let's see, four. Okay, you're represented here. Oh, you have another case too, 329-022. So you have 5 cases. I see here that Mr. Tom Burbank name is on the docket for your first 4 cases. And there's a question mark on the 5th case, which is cause number 329-022. And that is Mr. Burbank hired on this case. Mr. Burbank on the 5th case?
He says I am, Judge.
Oh, well, okay, well, you have to do a letter of representation. It's just not.
Yeah, we didn't know about it, or it slipped through the cracks in our office. But I believe we represent him on his felonies and his misdemeanors, so one more
Okay, he has a
on the big skip.
reset, he has a felony court date, June 9th, 2021. You want these cases set on the same date or a different date?
You may want to do it on a different date, Judge, because I don't know what's going to happen on June 9th. In reference over there, and if it gets reset, I'll just file a continuance with the court here.
Okay,
To see if we can't move it back to the date or whatever.
so you want us to reset? Okay, Ms. Smith, could you give us a date?
How long after, Mr. Burbank, do you want to resign?
Whatever is at your convenience, Ms. Smith.
Let's do, why don't we do July 12th?
Okay,
At 9 o'clock,
yes. And it's gonna be on the announcement docket,
that'd be fine, Judge.
July 12th.
If for some reason it all gets worked out in June, these misdemeanors should be dispositive in the felony cases.
Yes, sir, or you can call me and change the date once you figure out what's going on with the felony. I'll be more than happy to change it.
Okay, you can get your reset, Mr. I think that's all I want to know. Mr. Burbank,
I have Mr. Greer.
okay, you can get your reset.
Is he free to go?
Yes, and just stay in contact with your attorney. Attorney's gonna get your reset. Your case is set July 12th, 2021.
Oh, see you then.
Okay, we're on the record in cause number 320-845. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Gary Michael Greer. Mr. Greer, was that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Greer?
Doing good.
That's good. Mr. Greer, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Burbank. Mr. Burbank, do you have an announcement?
Your Honor, Mr. Greer was accepted into the pretrial diversion program for this offense. I don't know if it was me being in trial, I don't think so, or I bet it was the pandemic. And I just asked him, and he hasn't signed up yet for it. And I know the next
is-
one is in June.
Is it still on the table? Because I'm looking here to see that he was approved back in December of 2019.
Yeah. And then pandemic hit, and I think it fell off, whatever.
Do
We
we,
can put it on the trial docket, Judge, and if I can get him back in or whatever,
okay, we're gonna reset him on the trial docket?
that's
Okay,
fine, Judge. I think the pandemic, I think he got lost in the shuffle, not only with my office, but I think maybe the pretrial office.
yeah, okay. Could you give us a date, trial date, Mr. Gary Greer, first case on the announcement docket?
October 18th.
October 18th.
Do you know when the next sign up is, Judge, on that? Do you know the date? I know it was, I thought there was a June date, but I'm not gonna get in June.
And no, it's after June.
It's after June?
I don't know. I know they do it every other month. I don't know, when was the last one? Do we know?
And that's my point
Let's see.
exactly, Your Honor, that no one knows.
No, sir.
June, I think it's June.
You see, and Mr. Greer
June.
didn't know,
Oh,
court
okay.
didn't know.
I could
Yeah.
be wrong, but I think June's full.
Oh, yeah, June is full, so June, July, August. August is gonna be the date after that, but you gotta get your guy. You gotta make arrangements with the,
We will, Judge.
yeah, so, okay, so yeah, August, so this is an October date. So, yeah, you make arrangements with the probation office, I think.
I will, Your Honor.
All right, in this case, it'll be reset.
Is that the one I'm resetting to the trial docket?
Yeah, it's reset on the trial docket.
If
But he
it's,
won't-
if
but he-
it's gonna be for a pretrial, can I put it on a pretrial docket instead of clogging up our trial docket?
It's gonna be pre-trial? Oh, it's on, what docket
I
you
would
want it on?
love it. Well, we can put it on pretrial docket, Judge. I mean, I would hope that they would let him have his pretrial diversion.
Okay, we put it on a pretrial docket, it's the same, what date, is that gonna be the same date, that October 18th?
Let me check.
I'd really like to see her picture up on the screen, Judge.
Yes, sir, I can accommodate Mr. Burbank with that same date.
It'll be the same date, October 18th, 2021, you could get your reset, once you get your reset, I
Can I
think,
go back there and get it?
yes,
Judge?
you can go back there and get it.
May he be excused? at
Yes,
that
he
time?
may be excused, stay in contact with your attorney,
Call me next week or the week after. As a guy get you in that folder.
all right, you have a blessed day,
Thank you.
okay.
I'd be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, I think this is the only one.